and external audits, supporting multi-standard certifications, starting with 9001, AS 9001, and ISO IEC 20001. Okay, so 26262, ASPICE. Apart from this, there are other customer-based, framework like achieving competence, excellence, and so on. He has enabled almost 19 plus global locations with these certifications. He has conducted over 100 plus internal assessment, built-in risk-based audit programs, developed compliance dashboards and maturity models to support data-driven decision-making and continual improvement across the organization. He is a seasoned practitioner of QB and QA, balance scorecard, and UTC certification. He trained over 10,000 plus professionals throughout e-learning modules, workshops, and structured programs on quality and compliance and process excellence, associated frameworks. So with unique blend of technical depth, audit rigor, and digital innovation, Saro is passionate about helping organizations in building resilient, intelligent, and audit-ready operations that fuel sustainable business excellence growth. Saro academic background states as master's in engineering in aerospace discipline from Anna University, and he is holding multiple certifications like Six Sigma, Black Belt, PMI, PMP from PMI Institute, Lead Auditor for 9001, Internet for AS 9001, ISO IC 20000, ASPICE, Certified UTCs, Achieving Competence Excellence, AI and Data Science for Business Platforms, Power BI, Rapid Miner and NIME. So with this, Saro, stage is yours. Please go ahead, and we are eager to go through your expertise and experience, and we wanted to take some of the key takeaways from this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Harilanka. Thank you, Headspin, for inviting me for this knowledge sharing session. And thank you for the opportunity. And it was a learning experience for me also. I'm also starting new in this field. Anyhow, I'll share you all my notes. And if at all there is something, it is a 101 kind of. The agenda is like, what is the AI, DI, what is AI, that 101 overview I just wanted to share with you. Then I wanted to touch upon agentic AI model, how we can enable. So just the architecture, most of your business excellence folks, so you must be knowing the models and management system, ISO, ISMS management systems that are available with us. And similarly, we also have one for AIMS. AIMS is Artificial Intelligence Management System. And some use cases and adoption and how to. So this is what I have packed for you today. And let's, it is a very beginning discussion among this Headspin team. The use cases might be generic ideas which you can always adopt. I'll give you some sample stories where how you can work on an agentic AI, and then we can move on. Okay, so this is to help you cover most of the target audience from just starting beginners as well as people who have already in the business of using AI for their work. Some of the wide variety of competencies that I will try to address as a user in terms of overview and awareness. So mostly it will be awareness, and to some extent it will help you understand these are available. Okay, so what is artificial intelligence? The definition.
Saro, can you make the presentation as the primary screen so that we can see the presentation as a primary?
Okay, so where do I?
And make this presentation in full screen mode, Saro.
Okay. So,
otherwise, you can stop video and then try that way.
Okay. So
let us see that.
Okay. So, screen sharing. Okay, I've stopped sharing. So you're able to see my screen now?
No.
So do it this way. No? Hello?
No, sir. For some reason, we are not able to see it. How about others? There is an option called
Not yet
share.
visible, Hari.
It's visible?
No, Hari.
No, it's not visible, sir.
Okay.
Are you using dual screen? Maybe that could be the reason.
Yeah. Now?
No. If you are just stop the dual screen option so that
Okay.
it might pop up.
Hi, Govardhan.
Okay.
చెప్తున్నా హైకి వెళ్ళండి
So yeah, now I can see you all. Let me do this one thing. Share my
Oh, Jairaj is also there.
window. PowerPoint slide. Now?
Now it is visible,
Yeah.
but some echo sound is coming through.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, we are able
Yeah.
to see.
Thank you. Okay. So sorry for that. Now, okay. What? So it's some echoing is going on. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. I think
Yeah,
everyone
okay.
is on mute now.
Yeah. So then a simulation of human intelligence by machines is called as artificial intelligence. Yeah. The key capabilities that enable artificial intelligence is like machine learning, NLP, computer vision, and decision making. So if you have an automation idea and then you want to optimize it, you'll be able to do it through artificial intelligence. So that's the artificial intelligence. Is as such, you have to redo yourself. Now, growing from child to an adult, you would have learned many things. Those are all artificial intelligence only. Your neurons get fired. So here the capabilities are enabled through mathematical models, language processing, computer vision, and decision making. Okay, so I'm not going to. You're able to see my screen now?
Yeah, we are able
Hello.
to. Yeah, it is on. What is artificial intelligence is the slide that we could see now.
No, I'm not able to move the slides now down. Some alt tab. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. I'm having a, don't say. Okay. I'll reshare it one more time. It got hung up. So Zoom is pretty new for us, actually. That's why our systems are not tuned to Zoom. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Now you are able to see my screen?
Not really.
No, 1 second. Share window. Okay. Now you should be able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
fair enough. Thank you. So now artificial intelligence as a whole, what we would like to do, ISO has given some examples of definition. Okay, so the definition is like the enabling them to task typically understand language, recognize patterns, learn from experience, and make decisions. Is as good as the same what I have told you here. Now machine learning, NLP, computer vision, and decision making. So they have formulated uh, IEC 21 no AI refers to it is like no 2400 not 20, okay refers to um, capability to acquire, process, create, and apply knowledge held in the form of model, conduct one or more given tasks. So it is a narrow uh, task being done by not like a complex task. It will be simple narrow tasks that are assembled together to give you a achieve a goal. So I'll explain that through the agentic AI, where how people do things. No, a simple system can be built. Here are some examples of when it started, the timeline. So it all started at 1950, and now we are at advances in multimodal AI, agentic AI, as they call. IBM Watson was in our period only, like no Deep Blue. These are the two things which started no computers beating a human in a chess game. Similarly, Watson wins Jeopardy, and that's a quiz competition. IBM Watson. So the rapid progress happened in 2017 on when the Google started working on the language models, where their search engines went to the next level. Large language models were something that have brought in the key. Okay, so yeah, Murli. Okay, okay, I'll put in the presentation mode. It is there in the presentation mode only. Can you see this? I'm getting some messages that no, it is not in the presentation mode.
Yeah, correct, sir. So instead of using the extend option, you say duplicate option. While sharing the screen, use the duplicate option so that whatever that you see on your system, we will see the same thing. Maybe that's a technical glitch.
Okay, presentation. Okay, I go there. How do I do that? File.
Just press F8 key on your keyboard, sir.
F8.
You should have an option to duplicate your screen.
Yeah. So duplicate. Okay.
And then you duplicate.
It is not duplicating actually. So I'll do only the second screen. Technology glitch. Now you are able to see. 1 second. Sorry, the Zoom is like.
Just put this PPT in the presentation mode, sir.
Yeah, PPT is in presentation mode only. Yeah.
And then you press F8 and say extend. That should be.
Shift F8 and extend. I have extended.
And now share your screen.
Now let me share my screen. Share my entire screen, is it? window.
Yes. Yes, entire screen. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, done. Perfect. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, we are able to see it. Thank you.
Sir, you're on mute.
Stop video.
You have an option at the bottom of the screen, sir. Just see bottom of the screen, left hand side. Unmute. Below that. Yeah.
Okay. Now you are able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. Okay. So it is like a hell of a day for me. I'm sorry. Uh, Machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence allows machine to learn from data. So you have to know that ML is always a data model. It takes internal variables. Then generative learning is something it mimics human creativity. So I will give you some examples of machine learning and generative learning. So machine learning is like classification, clustering, and regression. These are the three ways of mathematical models that you can always look at it. So there is another subset of learning itself is like supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So where supervised learning is something that image, no, you feed some image, they recognize the image, and then try to identify the component. It is like train the model with a number of images, and then you classify them as like a dog, cat, or a hare, or whatever it may be. That is like supervised learning. It is just like teaching your kids, newborn babies. You show them pictures, they keep it in the memory and then retrieve it. It's classification. So you have to do extensive labeling. So that is supervised learning in machine learning. And then the other two, unsupervised learning, is something where you give some data points and then they regroup based on the centroid. I call centroid because there's some distance. So some familiarity is there between the numbers. They are regrouped. So these are used to identify anomalies and grouping data, like clustering they call. And another unsupervised learning is regression. Regression is like follow the curve, minimize the averages to the mean. So it's your Six Sigma statistical correlation or whatever it may be. Regress to the mean is what we call. We do it multiple times to arrive at some numbers. So if you do a polynomial, if you want to design a behavior of a climate or a S curve, Y curve, or a parabolic curve, the physical phenomena, if you can make it in a mathematical model, is through a curve, how it follows. So you are then you use the data points to average and then find out where we are in the natural phenomena. So these are all machine learning, we call it. There are multiple algorithms, various. The basic, this from here you will have some refinements, k-means, and all the other stuff. So this is a beginning of know your machine learning. So a part of machine learning is generative as well as deep learning. When you go down, So you use AI agents environments to learn trial and error. So when you do start looking at feedback loop, that becomes a deep learning. Suppose you classify some intruders, like no, you wanted to identify cats are coming in, or dogs are coming in, or human is coming in, or intruder, somebody with a weapon walking in to rob your home. That's something that no, we need a feedback to identify trial and error. So it will do that. So this is again a mathematical model in bits and pieces. They will do it. A subset of machine learning is again deep learning. It is as good as like now how a human baby learns, makes interconnections of what it sees, sense. So it's a kind of optical, video, and decision making also coming into picture. Okay, this is basic structure of an AI, machine learning, and deep learning. So the how does machine learning works? So you will be doing a lot of data. Yeah, so you need to have a data. Imagine if you are a retail chain like Walmart or Big Bazaar or somebody, Amazon. You will be having a lot of data, a wealth of data internal to your organization available. Based on that data, you can train the model, and you can select engineer features. Now, what kind of feature you want to do? Analytical features. Maybe you want to cluster the data to look at where we sold what, a kind of a questions, hypothesis. All these things can be enabled through the mathematical modeling, and optimizing the model by training it, error corrections or whatever we call it, and deploy the model for monitoring. So every day morning you walk in and ask a question to what was my sales in that particular area. You'll be able to get that data from, and it gives you one. And now what is happening is like somebody has to download the data, and somebody has to do a model in Power BI or W or whatever it may be, and then you have to uh, do the graphs or a card or whatever it may be to display it. But when you say that no, I have used an agentic AI, the model would be like you ask Siri the data gets collected already, and then you summarize it and give me the kind of LLM you use context, and say that no, I want the sales for so and so date. What was the top product? So from your internal database only, these activities are happening, and it becomes easy for you. So the artificial intelligence is nothing without a model or an internal data. LLMs are something that provides you like search engine. It provides a context. When you prompt, that's where it happens. So this is an use case I have told you, explained you on how a machine learning works. Pre-processing of existing data, training the model with some of the algorithms, classification, clustering, or regressing, or summarizing, or any other analytical format, whatever we do in Excel sheet. Feature selection is something that, and then evaluating and optimizing the model is like no, to every time it should throw the right answers. So you have data preparation should be very key for you, and deployment and monitoring is something that no, on an annual basis some new stores have come in and new data has come in. You have to look at the data and manipulate them or whatever it may be do. So that's how machine learning works. So your data intelligence also comes into picture based on AI. So what is data intelligence? So you need to know that a broader concept, like no, it is like AI and ML, business intelligence, data analytics, RPA, digital ethics and governance. The ethics and governance is like rule based if then, so that no, you make a policy and it will not show you the thing that you have to avoid in any of the data visuals or whatever it may be. And you should not answer questions like no, where can I get, even if you go and ask an LLM like chat GPT now, can I get guns for so and so, from where I can get, I don't have a license. It ethically says that no, this is not okay for you to ask for this kind of a question. I'm not trained for this to deliver an answer, is what it will say. So that's ethics and governance on any model whatever we are doing. So so AI and DI, I have explained you what is AI. AI consists of all these four classification models, or you can see this: machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and decision making. So these components or capabilities are called as AI. In AI, you have more reinforcement learning and deep learning and generative learning also. I'll come on generative learning little later. So how a machine learning works, you can adopt. This is the basic process flow. So now you want to know what is DI. Digital intelligence is a broader concept which integrates all of this to deliver something. The goal of a DI would be like you use digital tools, data, and insights to drive value and impact, business impact. You make some decisions, so you can do that. Okay. So the wide varieties of tools are available for DI. And AI versus DI, feature-based, how you can differentiate. The focus area for AI is like human-like intelligence. A digital intelligence would be like smart decision-making systems. Somebody has to make a decision with or without the human being's help. Okay, the tools and for AI and digital intelligence, moreover, they are same, but more mathematical ML, NLP, vision, and decision making will come in artificial intelligence. A digital intelligence, you have business intelligence, RPA, automations, on analytics. Analytics is nothing but your Excel sheet, whatever you try to do, summarize all the um, uh, algorithms that you use in as a function with the Excel sheet. Okay. So usage, developers, data scientists will be there. Business leaders and entire org will look at digital intelligence. Okay. So examples, chatbots and predictions are artificial intelligence. Dashboards, automations, and alerts. These are some things for digital intelligence we call. So this basic tenet that you have to understand that what is AI and how it is different from DI, and what is the things that we can do in both the systems. Okay. So so since I have said that, no, you have to work on a lot of data, and any chat GPT or OpenAI Perplexity, all will not provide you your organization data. So we have our premises on-prem data. Nobody will be able to know our quality IQA data or whatever root cause analysis data or our E3 data or any other data, SAP or Workday or whatever it may be. So unless otherwise you open up for public, it is not available to any of these models, generative models, or any BI systems or whatever it may be. So you have to create a data lake is what the first step. A storage for all types of data, maybe real-time analytics or machine learning or business intelligence. You should be able to have all the data, like structured data or not structured data, pictures, whatever it may be, your ISO requirement documents or whatever is available should be available in your particular format, and you train a model on it, and then you enable a code, and you are achieving it. Okay. So when you use it data lake, what is the benefit is like, instead of asking for data, so now in any organization loss, where will I get the finance data? You will have to send an email to finance or whatever it may be. Where I get some quality data, I have to go to the quality team. So here, if you have a data lake and then you want to do analysis, you are bound to only ask questions to it, so that everything is available on the back end, and summarizing things happens, as well as the analytics part. Like you ask a question, it will be able to throw you a summary of what you want. That is the kind of models that we have to build through the pipeline. So that is the task of any of these data scientists or developers. So in AI, that's what they do. Okay. So some key features in real time, we can source data ingestion, scalable storage, cataloging, analytics, SQL, Spark, ML tools, machine learning tools. There are many things like some cloud benefits, just like it is secure and scalable, suited for IoT, ML, global use. So you can, as you use it, you can see the data like Netflix and Zillow. These are so one-stop data platform. If it is available, then that's the bedrock for you to start working on any of these ML models, and then you can develop a DI, digital intelligence system, where smart decisions are made either automatic or with the human. So it is as good as if I run a parallel. Earlier, the industrial robotics or industrial automation happened somewhere around 1950s, where a number of workers have been down, but the new trade called technicians, analysts, they all came in. So similarly for AI, analysts and data scientists will come up. So you will have this option. These are all things that we can work on. You have to reskill yourselves is what something that we have to work on. So now I'll go to be open for this. This is an example of an agentic AI. How this model you can use anywhere. The only thing is like no, what will be the data collection and processing, the feedback loop, how we are going to do, what is the insight you are going to generate, the learning process, how it is going to work on. So the four key components of agentic AI. So what is an agent? It's a program designed to perform specific tasks autonomously. What is specific task? Suppose if I take up an example here, you are building up an intruder alarm system. What I wanted to do is like, no, I wanted to have my house, instead of a manned security, I have a security system. If some intruders are there in my doorstep, it calls the police. So this is the goal or task. If you want to develop this, what are the things that you need to do? So you need a individual task to be narrow. It is narrow task by many agents. So here I will have computer vision, like no kind of the one which picture takes picture and sees that no label or classify it. Then voice NLP, like no that voice converter. You have the series and the audio systems or whatever is available. Then a video system, optical vision or whatever it may be. You call this somewhere around data collection processing. You can have a video or motion picture also being captured. So these are the various agents that provides input to one system, wherein the system will do a decision. It will not have the decisions are if and then. If we have a program like if and then it reacts. So you train a model like no, somebody is coming with a baseball and he is a 12-year-old. How to identify a 12-year-old? You have to train that as in the picture as well as the voice, and you can also have the video to look at know how aggressive or where they are, how they are located. So these are all models, small agents, individual agents in the inputs which we can assimilate and train them, and then they make a insight. They generate an insight whether no who is in the doorstep, and based on that they will react or send a note. So the first time you see, you will have a feedback, it will react. So the false alarms you have to cut down. The errors that it makes, if you cut down, it learns by that. That's the feedback loop and the learning process. So imagine the first run, you have made a decision, no autonomy. The goal is to achieve no intruder. If there is an intruder, you are trying to alert the cops or any others or nearby people to attend the home where you have young children in the house. Okay, so that's the goal. If you have the learning and adaptation is like, you know, the first time I will train the model by sending many people with many uniforms. Like, you know, I'll send some a pizza vendor or a Zomato or a Zing. So those, so they one by one, I will make it learn, and then I will set a model. The through the feedback loop, I will help him understand, contextually understand the scenario, what is in front of your door. So multi-domain utility agents are available. So these are all the three agents that they work. And the mathematical form, whatever you are trying to do is like, no, you might be clustering, you might be doing an feature selection, you might be labeling, classification. That don't worry about that. That everything is available for the simulation. Like, you know, AWS, you go, you'll be having n number of models that are foundation models, they call it. The use of foundation models, you'll be able to work on and build a system like that. So here, with the same example, you can do an audit model also. So if you wanted to do an audit in your organization, maybe UOHS audit or many other document verification audits. So then you can say, you can put up all the audit scripts. You can have all the audit pictures. Maybe sometimes your ISO document text parsing can happen, and video interviews, whatever has happened. All these things can be taken, and then you can train the model. Feedbacks can come. Once the insight is generated, what is a non-compliance or what is a compliance? So then you can work on. So simple VLOOKUPs can also be automated. The kind of things that you can work on is what you can harmonize. So this model, if you're having, why I'm saying this model is to ensure you, when you are going for doing a VSM and Kaizen, stop doing all those low hanging fruits. Like, you always say that my number of steps I have reduced. I have taken the approval cycle out of it. We have brought in a new workflow. We have built a digitized form. All these things are like kind of very preliminary stages of just do it Kaizens. Okay, so not bearing that, now since you have to add value as a uh, quality of, or a business excellence professional, you have to take it to the next level, wherein you have this model, whatever I am showing you, with this same model, like data collection, insight generation, um, feedback, and learning process. So these 4 steps, how you are going to implement for any of the system, whatever you have in your organization. Suppose there are many use cases. You just can skim into AWS, and you will be able to see that what is available, how you can use it, and what kind of use cases that you can do. So that connect that and create as many use cases, so that your team members can do a development, maybe the Azure certified Flux, or you yourself can do a small pilot. Most of the time, I do the pilot only to show them how things can happen, and then large scales people work on it. Okay, so and that is something that I wanted you all to have a takeaway. And coming back to business excellence, I just wanted to focus on how you can trade this into your organization. Usually, we are into business excellence. So we will have a lot of um, business excellence models adopted, as well as the management system models adopted, like ISO, and then MBNK, EFQM. So I have the models: leadership, strategy, people, process. This is something on MBNK on your side, teal color, and then uh, the other one is EFQM model. So I have examples of what can be used and at what level, like for strategy, what kind of AI or DI that you can use is what I have a handout given for you all. And maybe at the end you can take it up. Adoption, how to do the adoption. So this is a explanation of the agentic AI. I gave you a metaphor and a model on the 4 steps. So this is in detail what you can do, how technically, little technical about how you do it for your organization. Maybe you have to work on this one slide is like a process flow for you. If you are designing your new Kaizens, you can work on. Okay, generative AI has this. Okay, so you look at the strategic challenges in your organization, like what kind of business goals you are going to achieve, and then you have to find the foundation model. Foundation models are text, images, multilingual tasks. These are available. So in AWS you go, or in Google you go, they give you text models, image models, multilingual tasks. So the foundation model, you can pick it from there, and for your specific use case. Leverage proprietary data. This is something that is very key for you. This is what I was talking about, your own organizational data only. Nobody is available. Any LLM or anything will not have all this data. So how you open up your data for these LLM, and then try to work on, customize the models and deliver unique business levels. Like ensure data is well organized, centralized, and so the data pool is something is required in your organization. The customization or approach that you can suggest is like prompt engineering, retrieval augmented generation, RAG they call, external or internal knowledge. Fine tuning, trains the model, build your own foundational model. So that is like data engineering, they call, build your own FM. Don't worry about it. And now at this point of time, nobody is looking at, already there are off the shelf many models. It is as good as like uh, when we were working on finite element modeling, we used to do C programming to find out everything. Uh, when ANSYS hypermesh and all came, we stopped coding that. So similarly, off-the-shelf models are available right away for prompt engineering, RAG, or fine tuning. Only you have to connect to your data, connect your strategic the steps, identify the challenge, foundation model, which data you are going to work, what is the goal that you are going to achieve, and from what kind of fine tuning RAG. You can use the AWS or Google or Microsoft Azure team members to identify what will be for this scenario and situation. So the last one is like, we take care, utmost care on ensure data privacy and security. So any model, whatever you are doing, and we focus on innovation, not on competition. Mostly business excellence, what we do when we do a occasion, we want to win. What your mindset when you are using this AI and DI as a tool to take your business to the next level, you always look for real business problems, like your customer problems. Without customers, don't force fit any technology. It's as good as like, I will give you an example. When we were working on some forecasting model, I tried many Excel sheets, Power BI, then RapidMiner, uh, and then there was only one user who wanted that forecasting, and then we dropped down doing through RapidMiner because it cost me like no more than 20 lakhs in the license itself. But I did it to the trial and error and tried to model it in during the evaluation period itself, and then we found out like it is not a fit for the organization, it is not cost benefit. So many decisions can come. So don't force fit. If you have a large customer base and they want uh, and it solves a business problem, nothing like that. So you look at only innovation part of that. If you are driving all the cases in this direction, you'll be able to see a lot of traction, as well as the problems get resolved. Okay, so this is the adoption cycle. Now I'll run through like, this is a handout. Mostly you can use it. I'll share the presentation to Hari. Hari can forward it to you all. So the examples and the cases like where you can use. So what you can do is like, can I use an agent AI with the model which I have shown you for any of these cases? And how do I do it? What kind of data is available? And I run through this process like no. So this is a AI case, and if you are going to do this methodology is like no kind of a model which I have given you, the adoption model, and then the agent. I have shown you the slides. Agent AI, that's a model. This business excellence, the adoption cycle you can work on, and the MBNK EFQM. So you can provide examples and tools and links are available. So what you can do, the how application, what kind of model you wanted, or what you want to do, you can pick it up from here. So there are similar platforms what you get where you can go on future tools. If you're scouting for foundation models, like what kind of model you wanted to suggest or try, you can look into these areas where you can go and see. You can read through. You will get a lot of information, and then you can see it. Management system. I was talking about. We were talking about business excellence. Now management system. So what's there? As for quality ISO 9001, customer ISO 9001, we have ISO 14K for the UOHS and 27. These are all mandatory standards in any organization. Similar to that, we will soon get this ISO 42.1, no integral part of organization success. Like this is a AIMS we call artificial intelligence management system. So what is AIMS? If you want to have an overview of what AIMS is, I have this. It is harmonized approach, like any other approaches, whatever we have. The same format is being followed 4 is for the context, and there are the cyan color is where I have given you the requirements, and the standard is available. I have not gone through extensively on the standards. You can always go through. If you want to implement, these are the mandatory document records that you have to look forward for. Documents and record. If you fulfill this and then take your journey further, if you have ISO, this delta will help you achieve AIMS 42K1. And that's a good way of implementing the standard and then taking up models that I have explained to you in the this adoption cycle. Know what you want to do. Identify the strategy, choose the right foundation model, leverage proprietary data, customizing your approach, and then focus on innovation, not competition. Okay, solving the business problem. And ISO tools enabling agentic AI in ISO system. GPT does that. These are the tools that can work on, but I have not done any pilots here. But I will soon start doing that. Maybe this is a call we have to do. And information security, risk monitoring, agent scans, logs, classifies. They already ISMS in Microsoft. They have an agentic AI for all this threat and security and all the other vulnerability test, CIA. So some use cases here for quality management, what you can do. Some use cases. Similarly, for 14K1, the model which I talked about, the agentic AI model. Here you can use like monitoring emission, detect alert regulatory breaches, sometimes security, optimization, adjust based on occupancy data, whatever we can work on. So these are some examples that you can work on. The business continuity, scenario planning, critical process watchdog, monitors uptime triggers, dynamic updates. Uh, Health and safety, incident prevention, dynamic risk assessment, voice reporting. These are some models that are already available. You can use into it. This is the rapid manner I tried doing it. There is another tool called NIME, which is free. If you want to develop your own foundational model, you can use this. But it requires at least a month or two. You have to understand, then do some trials. You'll be able to work on it. Power BI, WAL, or data intelligence tools. I need not have to worry about that. For making a data pool, you have to use NIME, where they can do some automated manipulation works like removing zeros, removing commas, splitting the alphanumeric codes, city, state, manipulation, or cleansing the data cleansing can happen automatically through this NIME and all, so that you can have a data strategy. Okay, so I'm done. If you have any questions, the floor is open for the next 5 minutes. I'll share you this presentation also, so I'll come in the video mode so that I can have a view of all. Yep.
Hi, sir. This is Soumya.
Yes, Soumya.
Yeah, thank you for the session. It's a nice session, but I have a doubt. You said
Yeah.
in the last that there is a NIME system which can cleanses the data. For example, how that cleansing takes place. For example, I have given 100 lines of data. What actually it will remove and what actually it will put. What it cleans actually.
No, you have to train like your. It is a model. NIME is a model, no code, low code model, which uses individual task based nodes. We call it as nodes. So the nodes are something that it will help you. Suppose manually, whatever you are trying to do, you have to create this workflow path. Suppose if you say that read the CSV data into text, so that particular task you have a node, an automated macro. So it is an assemblages of macros which you have to create a workflow. So that is a different, you can download, it is a freeware, you can download, you'll be able to understand that what kind of small macros, which we call as nodes, are available. And for cleansing the Excel sheet, you have to create the pipeline or workflow. Once you are done, then automatically you can use it. But first time you have to assemble the nodes, what kind of exercise it is going to do. Suppose if you want to do a repeated job, you can train that repeated job with this low code. You don't need to code. You can connect all these nodes. Suppose split is a function you want to do, you can use that particular node which uses split. So you can download, it is available in the public KNIME. It is a digital engineering automation software available in free.
We have to write macros for the cleaning. What we
No,
have to clean.
you don't need to write macros. You have to identify the existing macros. There is a you download, you will get to see that. I'll show you my screen so that you'll be. My screen is visible now. There's something which is opening.
Saru, yes, yes. It is good if you explain with some example, simple example.
No, that is for you as such. No, it is a different class by itself. That's why I gave you a caveat that if you can download, it will take you a month of 1 hour each day. You'll understand it. And if you have any doubts further, you come back to me. This forum is mentioned for just an overview and giving you what you can do, what are the tools available. I just wanted to give you an overview or index you with available things that are there for. Okay. Tell me you're from which organization so that I can leave my email ID or whatever it may be so that.
I am from Saru.
So then don't worry, you can text me on the Teams. I'll be able to help you.
Okay.
But you have to do your homework and come.
Yeah, sure.
So this, see, the very first is itself combine, clean, summarize spreadsheets. In this workflow, you are going to create a workflow. So already an example is there. These are called as nodes. These nodes are nothing but simple, small macros, which will help you do that. So if you make it bigger, see, 3 sheets from same Excel file containing. So it is very pretty instructive. So only thing is like you download and you do that, you'll be able to do it. So everything is available there. So if you want to create a macro pool, you can do this. Combine, clean, and summarize spreadsheets is what it is showing up. So similarly, you can have many things. COUNTIF, SUMIF, non-standard. So it's a platform. Go ahead and download, use, and then come back. Okay. Fine.
Sure, Saru. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, you can stop sharing, screen sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
So, team, any other questions? Yeah, we apologize for the technical inconvenience for the first 10 minutes, but however, Saru managed the pace to ensure that session is concluded in a right time. So thank you, Saru, for coming forward and sharing the some of the insights on data, how business excellence can use the AI models. So if I have to key takeaways from this session, AI versus DI. So that's a important topic you touched upon, and it will really enable teams to think through. That is one, and the kind of focused tools usage, the feasibility, the tools differences, and data elimination. These are some of the insights will really enable teams to think through and understand the adaptability within the organization. And data leak data lake is a other thing, one-stop data platform. So organizations have to really look at. We understand the information security, privacy concerns by individual organizations, by policies, or the regulatory requirements. So this is also a good insight to collate the internal data, to what extent that can be shared among, instead of running around the enabling functions to get the basic data which they are supposed to access. I think that is also a one thing. And agentic AI and the example that you have taken, the alarm system, so that has really helped people to interpret it in terms of how agentic AI can be leveraged for the business excellence routine tasks. And then that is also one of the insights that I could note down from today's session. And the insights for exploring the kaijens and all. So traditionally people will always look at waste elimination and other aspects, but leveraging AI for improving the kaijens, which will give mass advantages. That is also one thought process. And the important thing which I like the overall session is like the AI utilization for the standards like 9001, the framework, and how do you ensure hazard elimination using some of the AI led initiatives to reduce the organizational safety concerns, and the monitoring systems ensuring that the alarms, notifications, and the 27,000. The important insights are more of how do you ensure the AI leverage to ensure that the threats are identified well in advance than a reactive approach. And the 45,001 is the other thing, and 14,000 environmental system. So most of the customers are insisting on net zero today, right? So it is the RFPs that are expecting what is the organizational strategy goals and all. I think the leveraging AI on those particular things to measure our internal emissions is a good thought process. I think that's how people can see the feasibility in terms of implementing. So overall, like business excellence community, the core certifications that we facilitate versus a thought process ignited today to see how AI can be leveraged. So thank you very much, Saro. I think these are all the good things that I have noted down. So similarly, people would have.
It's good session, Saro. I echo with Hari, especially how AI is leveraging our certification journey. That's really a good insight, and that special the special mention of AI versus DI, which is really some new insight. It's really nice, Saro. Kalyan here.
Thank you, Kalyan.
So one disclaimer, Saro. So usually we take these recordings and then we will upload in Hyderabad Spin YouTube platform. Before we upload, we also respect the security and privacy requirements of a trainer. So if there are no objections, then we will put it so that people who cannot make their presence today will be beneficial. So that is how there is a YouTube channel, Hyderabad Spin channel, and all these recordings will be uploaded. A link will be shared with our forum members, those who cannot make their presence today because of other conflicts. So with your permission, we will.
Please go ahead.
So much.
That's why I have taken
yeah.
the signed, not the signed template there, so it can be available.
Sure.
Thank you.
So as soon as I receive the presentation, all the participants rest assured that there is a lot of content and references are there in the presentation. In the interest of time, it cannot be possible within an hour to share everything, but still those are golden nuggets. That's what I see. So once the presentation shared with me, I will pass on to the Hyderabad Spin, the members, so that you can explore further. Yeah, and Saro is very helpful. He also there to help. If there are any further questions or clarifications, you can reach out to Saro. Yeah, thank you so much. So on behalf of Hyderabad Spin, we would like to thank you one more time and spending their time and then sharing the insights. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, team. If there are no questions,
Thank you all.